Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole, also known as Kollie Kole. Boo Thangz, new day, new week, new vlog. We're literally starting the new vlog in the same spot that I ended the last vlog. It is Wednesday, October 29th. It's, don't nobody ever call me, but Shaw, my mama, and Spam. But it's 9:33 in the morning. I'm still on leave. What is it called? And why did I just go so blank? I was gonna say disability. I am short-term disability. Baby, I'm still off from my surgery. This is week 3 and the recommendation is 6 weeks, even though I was trying to go back next Monday, which would have let me be off for 3 full weeks and then return back to work on the 4th week because I work from home. But my doctor was like, no, like my recommendation is if I said 6 months, my bad. My recommendation is 6 weeks because regardless of what you do, people go back to work and they forget that they're still recovering. You feel better, you look better on the outside, but on the inside, you're still recovering. You still need your regular rest. You need sleep. You need just regular rest, and you just not need the stresses of work and A B C D E F G to just rest. So even though I feel like I could go back to work, I'm gonna shut up and I'm going to recover because that is her recommendation. I'm pretty sure if I pushed, I could, but I don't really want to be that person because we pushed for the surgery to have it earlier because it was scheduled for December. But realistically, even with me asking, she finally realized that I physically would not have made it to December. So my God knew when this surgery got scheduled for October instead of December. He knew what my PTO was gonna look like because I just started this job back in April. So I have built up some PTO, but I don't have like tons of PTO like some people. That was my only reservation. Like that was my only reason for asking to go back early, was to preserve what little PTO that I have because I didn't want to eat it up. But I don't have control over everything in the world. And even though sometimes things make sense to me, my God is like, you doing too much, don't worry about that, I got this. So I'm still thinking about calling her office and telling her next week, ma'am, I ain't got no PTO. I do have short-term disability. Like, it's just the adult in my brain, guys. And anyway, I'm here, still post-op, and I'm thinking about actually running an errand or two because I can drive. She said as long as I'm not taking my narcotics, I can turn left to right easily, and I don't have like issues in my stomach. Like if I lift my leg to, touch the pedals and stuff, then I can drive. So I'm thinking about running an errand or two. I just put my coffee on. I need to check my email because it's, what's that season at work where they are doing like the new insurance and stuff. I need to make sure that I do that before I forget and before the deadline has passed. And what else? Something else I wanted to check. And then yeah, I need to go pick up my new glasses. That's what I really want to do. I just ain't decided if I really want to drive. But yeah, just opening up the vlog, brain dumping on y'all because this is what we do. And yeah, I'll pick y'all back up in a little bit. I just had to tell y'all this because again, like I keep saying, when you turn 40, girl, your mind just goes sometime. I did not want to forget. I did not qualify for FMLA because even though I've been at this organization since 2018, I had been PRN, which is less than part-time. It's literally like my requirement was 1 shift a month. And sometimes I didn't work that because they didn't need me. So I didn't get benefits. So, and then I got my new position in April, right? Right. So in order to qualify for FMLA, you have to have worked at a place for X amount of hours. So I've been there, like, I feel like it's at least a year. I feel like the requirement is at least a year and or X amount of hours. So yeah, I've been there since 2018, but I don't have the recommended hours because I haven't been working regular full-time hours since like 2021. So I didn't qualify for FMLA. The other option was that the hospital has its own thing that's basically like a leave of absence that protects your job while you go out. And then PTO. Again, I just started back working regular full-time hours in April. So that's when my PTO started to accumulate. I only had, I feel like, maybe a little over 100 between my PTO and my sick time. But I was worried that I wouldn't qualify for my short-term disability, because short-term disability, you have to have been enrolled for 6 months before it's active. My surgery date was October 13th. My new enrollment date was 4/13. That's when this new position officially started. So it started with that date. That is exactly 6 months. That is how my God be planning for me when I have absolutely no idea what's going on. Exactly 6 months. And so I did get my short-term disability even though I didn't qualify for the FMLA. Yeah, and I just wanted to tell y'all that, like, sometimes we be so worried about this, that, and the other, and God got it. Like, everything is already covered, but you don't know. That's why you can't pray and worry at the same time. My sunroof is open. We made it out the house, guys. It's actually kind of chilly in Houston. I mean, I seen it. I just didn't believe it. It is 68 and it actually feels like 68 outside. So my first stop, and I didn't take y'all because y'all done been in there a million times, but I just went to my favorite incense store. These are like everyday, I just want to burn one. These are I have a specific vibe that I'm going for because these are the scented one. These are 30 incense for $5.50, and then you can get 100, I feel like, for $10. And then I don't even know how much these cost. They're fairly cheap. But yeah, I just left. Well, we're leaving here, and now I'm gonna go get my glasses. For anyone that's interested, this is Burn, where's the name at? Can you see it up there? Burn Smoke Shop, and it's on Shepherd in Houston. All right, y'all. These are my new glasses. They look a lot like my old ones. However, it's a bunch of stuff going on in the lens. I know I got Blu-ray, which is not a big deal because everybody has Blu-ray, but my vision is not bad. The issue with my vision is, like, some things just look a little fuzzy. Like, I can still read it, but it's like it's a little fuzzy, so I kind of like have to strain. So she took that away, and then I don't even remember. She put a whole bunch of stuff in here because of me sitting at the computer all day. She helped with that because my prescription is very mild. Like, Shaw and Ebony then had glasses for years. I should have took my invoice. That lady asked me if I wanted my invoice so that she could give me a rundown of what I got. It's a few things in here, and again, I don't remember. I know I got the Blu-ray. I know I got whatever it was that kind of, like, she tweaked my prescription a little bit to take away the fuzz around, like, letters and stuff when I'm reading. Also, to take it away from, like, lights at nighttime. And whatever it was that she put in here to help take the strain off of my eyes, because I am looking at a computer screen like 8 hours a day now. So yeah, and then I got these glasses from the actual optometrist. Like, I didn't get them from Zulu or anywhere else. I had, you know, with my vision benefits, I had like $200 to use. So I just went ahead and I used it. I only had to pay 140. But yeah, I like them. Now she told me it's gonna take me some getting used to, because she said, oh, I see it. When I turn my head to the side, there's like there's a little, I'm gonna have to call them and ask them what it is, but like when I turn my head to the side, whatever I'm looking at, like water, kind of like if you're on the water, it does like a little. But she told me I'll get used to that. Huh. Okay, my new glasses. Good morning. It's Friday. Happy Remy Friday. I haven't seen y'all since Wednesday. What I do? Oh, when I came home, I edited a vlog, edited, got it posted for you guys. Appreciate y'all that's showing up and showing out for my video. Hope you recognize my consistency that I'm trying to get back, even though it's granted because I'm not working, but I always loved it. So now that I'm getting back into it, it's encouraging me to keep it going and or find a process to manage the vlogging and the editing so I can still post and talk to y'all. Yesterday, yeah, that was Wednesday. Thursday, child, my brother got rear-ended coming home from work. If it ain't one thing, it's another. It's always something. Ebony said at this point, y'all might as well just buy a wing in a hospital somewhere and reserve it for y'all. I don't want my own wing at a hospital unless I'm donating millions of dollars. But he didn't get hurt, thank God. He has a Challenger, and he got rear-ended by a Dodge pickup truck, and they think the guy basically fell asleep. He was sitting at a light, and he said he was sitting at the light and he just looked in his rearview mirror, and he said he, like right before impact, he said, this finna hit me, and bam. But again, luckily he did not get hurt. His back and stuff was just hurting, so we went to the ER. They did an x-ray, everything's fine. It says just, you know, like the whiplash and stuff that you get from an accident. But the insurance said that they think his car is probably totaled, because what are they called? What are they called? Something panels on the back above, like the tires. Both of them are like bent in. His headlights and stuff in the back are basically falling out the car. The trunk, if I remember editing, Nicole will post a picture. The trunk is bent, you know, had a little system in the back. It's probably messed up. He doesn't know because he hasn't tried to open the trunk, but the collision center is going to send a tow truck to pick up the car today. So he's going to have to see if he can open the trunk to get anything that he needs out. But yeah, they said they think it's probably totaled, which sucks for him because he literally had like $2,000 left, and then the car would be paid for. Granted, he had been saying he felt like he wanted something new, but he wanted like an interim of no car note. Well, now, if they total it, he can only have a rental car 3 days after the time that they actually total the car. And cars are just not cheap these days. And car notes are not cheap like what they used to be. I feel like when I graduated nursing school in 2007, my Pontiac, I bought a Pontiac G6 with the convertible hardtop, which my mama has now. My car note back then, I feel like was like $400 or $500. Baby, you can rarely get a car note that's under $500 these days, and that was a Pontiac. So there's that. Again, thank God he was not hurt, because we feel like looking at it, if the guy had hit him in the front or like T-boned him on the side, then God forbid he probably would have been injured. So yeah, that's been my week since I saw y'all the other day. I hope y'all enjoying these vlogs, because I'm getting back to like old school. Like, I'm just gonna talk, I'm gonna give you a few B-rolls when like stuff is happening, but the majority of it is just gonna be me talking, because all that editing, y'all come here for it, but y'all don't come here for it, you know. Now I want to go get my nails done. need to get my nails done. I'm trying to decide if my glasses are too tight or not. They're usually too loose. And now I'm not sure. But what was I saying? I want to get my nails done. I think I want to go trick-or-treating with Shaw and Ken Dog later tonight. And it's also Remy Friday. So, and Migo's home. So I don't know if Remy Friday is going to be at Ebony and Migo house, or if they're going to go out on a date, which means Remy Friday will be here. And then they stop by after their date. But either way, I need to do something with my hair. So my hair is either going to go back into a bun, or I'm going to wash it. I really want to wash it. I think I want to grow my sides out, but I'm not sure. That's why I haven't went and got a haircut yet. But I have this basket of, what you call these things? Tools. And I need to organize the basket and or get rid of things in the basket. But I really don't think I want to get rid of anything in the basket. But what I'm really looking for is to see if I have a diffuser in the basket for my curls. So I was like, before you just buy one, Nicole, or buy a diffuser attachment, just check the basket. Just check the basket. It is hours later. It's like 4:13 p.m. I'm about to go and I guess get a mani and a pedi, because I definitely need a pedicure. I haven't had a pedicure in like almost a month. And these nails, they're like way too long for me. And then I guess we'll figure out what we're gonna do later.
This is for me to wear. Where are my Batmans? Here we go.
As you can see, we made it to Shaw and Ken Dog house. They did my nails and my toes at the same time, so I couldn't show y'all nothing.
Do you want the
My nail color, it's called Moody Brown. And I just got the white on my toes.
You can wear the pumpkin ones and be gay.
I keep trying
you want to do both?
Not put my hair in a bun
You
because, again, it's curls. They're going to do what they want to do.
It looks great. She's psycho. We love a natural head around these parts.
Didn't I tell you don't touch that? Are you going to tell them who you are, or are you just going to look in the camera crazy? What are we about to go do? You lost your voice? Or are you frozen? What's happening? Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off because you ain't talking, you ain't doing nothing.
I heard it.
You're frozen?
No.
I can't.
I got it.
Okay. Don't put your hand on there. You get it dirty. It's already hard enough to clean it. Fat woman, as you can see. She found a classmate. All we hear from across the street is Kennedy! Kennedy!
Don't leave me. The doorbell was so loud and it tricked me. Wait, trick or treat? Thank you.
Happy Sunday. Just wanted to show you guys what we was cooking in the kitchen. Those of you that are not here, this is not a surprise. I made some spaghetti, riding on the fish because, you know, we don't want me messing it up. And then just a salad. What I'm most excited about is frying this fish in the house, and we can let the window up. Because my windows in my old apartment, we couldn't let them up. So I'm excited to air the apartment out, get the scent of grease and fish out. Ain't it a blessing just to have a window that you can let up and down? Amen. Amen. Good morning. It is Monday, November the 3rd, because my birthday is Wednesday. I have absolutely no plans. Everybody keeps asking. Usually I do have some plan. If I'm not out of the country, then, you know, like a gathering, a dinner, a lunch, brunch, outside, shake your tail feather situation. And I don't have anything this year. And I'm perfectly fine with it. And it's like, they're like, are you in a funk? Like, what is this? It's not a funk. It's not anything. My birthday literally snuck up on me. I think I didn't have time to process like what time of the year it was, because I was dealing with so much pain. Like, my objective was to get through work and then take my meds and basically go to sleep. And then it was getting the surgery earlier than December. Then we had the surgery and now we're in recovery. And then we moved, and then it's like, bam, it's your birthday. Yeah, didn't have time to process that I was about to turn 41. So I don't have any plans, but I'm still on leave from work. This is officially, today makes week 4, because I had the surgery on October 13th. So is this week 4? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is week 4. Is it week 4? This starts week 4 of my post-op recovery, which I sent a my chart message and asked if I could go back to work early, because I'm not supposed to go back until November 24th. But at this point, I feel like I could go back to work, not eat up my PTO, and make my full paychecks instead of using up my short-term disability and what little PTO that I have accumulated. Since I work from home, like if I was still like doing my nursing job at the bedside, of course I couldn't go back to work because that's too much physical work on my body. But she hasn't responded, which is fine, you know. If she responds and says yes, then fine. If she doesn't respond or she sticks to her no, she wants me to do the 6 weeks, that's fine. But either way, I like mentally felt like I needed to ask, because I was in this space of like, do you leave it alone because the recovery period is 6 weeks and you take your 6 weeks? It doesn't matter that you haven't accumulated a lot of PTO because you're new to this job. That does not matter. The Lord knew what PTO you had when he allowed the date to be changed for you to get your surgery early, so you just shut up. Or do you ask because you have been blessed with this job that allows you to work from home? So if you physically feel better and you're mentally ready to go back to work, and you can because you work from home and you're not at the bedside, then you should not squander your short-term disability and eat up your PTO. So I was riding that line, so I just asked, and whatever the answer is whatever it is. I can say I asked, and like my conscience is clear. Also, I've lost almost 20 pounds since the surgery, and I would like to keep it off. I'd actually like to lose probably another 10. If I lose more than that, I'll probably start looking a little crackheadish. So I know I can't go back to doing like full-blown workouts that I was doing from like watching my YouTube videos, but what I can do is walk, you know. So this week I'm gonna start back walking. I just don't know if I want to start out in the gym, or if the weather's kind of nice this week, probably walk outside, which I'll probably walk outside. But also I need to get some mace, because it's driving my brother insane that I don't have mace, a pew pew, nothing. I have a taser, but I often forget about the taser. So yeah, that's that. And I do have a doctor's appointment today. I don't know if I'm gonna take y'all on it or if we're gonna do anything while we out. I low-key don't want to go. It's for my blood pressure, because they started me on a new blood pressure medicine literally like 2 days before my surgery. So it's the follow-up to see if I'm gonna stay on it. I want to just call and be like, can y'all just make a refill? But I'm gonna go, because that's what adults do. That's at 1. So I'm gonna get up and start getting ready for that later. It's only 9:30. And then I'll decide if we're gonna do anything, since we're gonna already be outside. Okay, I'm trying to find a spot to show y'all my outfit. So it's like 70 something degrees. I have this loose fitted like linen button up. I have like wide leg gauchos on, and then I'm gonna put just a little slide. I feel like it's kind of cute, a little chic, not too much, not too little. It's not sweatpants, and it's not a graphic tee. Okay, so I finished with my appointment. He started me on, you know, anybody out there that has high blood pressure. I was on amlodipine, but he felt like it was causing my swelling. So he had taken me off and put me on losartan. And so it was just a follow up to see if I felt like, one, that it was working, and two, that it wasn't like working too much. I have these like mini kind bars. And the only thing I've had this morning was a sausage link and some water. I'm at the beauty supply store, which I thought the beauty supply stores was closed on Monday, but what do I know? It says open. I think I want to try my hand at, yeah, it's open. I think I want to do a quick weave, y'all. I want to do a quick weave, or I want to try sewing. Now, have I ever done either one? No. But in 2025, we got the beauty of TikTok, and TikTok makes you feel like you can do anything. I think I should be able to do a quick weave on this section. Like, don't y'all think so? I don't know. I'm at the beauty supply store, so we either gonna barbecue or meal do at this point. Good morning. It's the next day. I gotta Google what's going on with my camera because it'll cut off and then it'll say like footage not recorded, something. Anyway, it's 11 and I went on a walk. First time I went on a walk in my new neighborhood. My old neighborhood, there was a huge park. So when I walked outside, I walked part of the park. There's not necessarily a park, but there's like a little kid area, a lake, lots of sidewalk. So, and there were lots of other people outside walking and running. So I enjoyed that. I showered, went and picked up some prescriptions. There was a Starbucks right beside CVS. So I got me a pumpkin cold brew. I just got a tall because I realized that's all I need. And I wasn't trying to waste my calories when I had just went and walked. Because we done lost 22 pounds and we're keeping it off. And we need to lose some more. I made breakfast, just some scrambled eggs and bacon. Today's gonna be the end of the vlog, so I wanted to open it up, say what's up, and I guess I'll be back. So today I don't want to say today was a bust, but y'all, I braided my hair down, even managed to get the net sewn onto my head, and then I lost it. It was just too much because I realized I didn't braid my hair tight enough. So then the net was loose even after I had sewed it down. And I literally had started sewing one track. And then I was like, I'm gonna really be pissed if I get this completely sewn onto my head and it like fall off or something. I think if my braids were tighter, I wouldn't have felt so defeated in the moment. But at least I know, which I did know, like I can braid, but I can't braid. But I braided it and I got the net down. So I may actually do what some of the girls do is they go somewhere and they like pay somebody to just like braid their hair down and then they do the rest themselves. I thought about that. Anyway, that's how far we got. And then I took it all down, and here we are with just our regular puff. Also, it's 10:30. My birthday is at midnight. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna actually stay awake until midnight. I guess that's what I could do. I ain't got no wine. What am I doing, y'all? Like, I know I don't have wine. I didn't buy it because if I don't buy it, I won't drink it and take on them extra calories. But what I could do is just fix myself a nice little glass of Remy. And then I've been watching Vampire Diaries, which is literally like my third time. But I want to re-watch the originals. But I feel like I can't watch the originals without watching Vampire Diaries. And that's what happens. I rewatch Vampire Diaries and then I get sidetracked and I never make it to the original. So here we are starting over again. Anyway, I'm going to try to stay up until midnight and come back and say happy birthday to myself with y'all. If not, then this will be the end of the vlog. We will see. Happy birthday to me. Happy 41. It is exactly midnight, November the 5th. It's my birthday. I have no idea, if anything, what I will be doing today. I just thank the Lord for another year because I know it's not promised. I know it's a blessing, and each and every one is extremely special and should be acknowledged. But that does not mean it has to be acknowledged in an extravagant way. Hence, it doesn't have to be a trip, doesn't have to be a party, doesn't have to be a whole situation. Thank you, Lord, for another year. And I'm gonna eat me some Frosted Flakes and go to sleep. Thank you guys. If you are new and you somehow stumbled across the video and you managed to make it to the end and you don't know how you feel about your girl, watch a few more videos. And if you're feeling the vibe, subscribe. Boo Thangz, you know we like them like this. And I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow.